So I had one individual ask me in particular, what is one piece of advice, right? One piece of advice if I had to give that individual in regards to being successful. He said, if you had one piece of advice to give me about being successful, what would it be? I said, absolutely, that's easy. I said, the number one piece of advice that I have to give you as regards to being successful is you have to decide if being successful is really what you want. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Right? Because you have to decide what you really want in life. And I mean, when you have to decide what you really want in life, like you have to really, 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 really decide what you really, really, really want in life. You have to decide what you really want in life. Because whatever you think that you want in life, subconsciously, what you actually want will dominate what you consciously think that you want. What does that mean? Plain and simple. It means exactly what I said it means. If you think consciously you want to be successful, you want a Lamborghini, you want a Corvette, you want a big house, you want this, you want that, it doesn't matter if you consciously think you want that. If you subconsciously want to watch Netflix, watch Hulu, play around on the internet all day, that is what you will subconsciously do in actuality all day, all the time. You can say to yourself, man, I want to get that house. I want to get that nice car. I want to, say I want to get me a Rolex, I want to get me a nice Rolex. Throw your rollies in the sky, waving side to side and keep your hands high. If you really wanted those, you would be doing things constantly on a daily basis that will lead you to a point where one day you just wake up and you just have it. That's really how success is. I had that conversation with one of my best friends, my business partner. I said, really, it's funny when it comes to success, it's just you're grinding, and you're not even really feeling the reward of success, because it's like once you complete something, you're on to the next. You complete something, you're on to the next. You complete something, you're on to the next. Then the next thing you know, you're 6 levels ahead of where you actually remember you were. For example, if I'm thinking about, I have a list of goals and I'm thinking about, okay, I'm at this point on my goals, right? And I have 30 different goals. If I'm grinding every day, the next thing you know, I'm 15 goals ahead of where I am today. And then be like, damn, how did I get here? Because I'm grinding. I'm constantly grinding. So you just wake up one day and you got the rollie on your wrist and you don't even know how it got there, because you just been grinding, and it's just a result of the fact that you've been grinding every day. Subconsciously, the success is what I wanted subconsciously. So I didn't have to think about it. I'm constantly putting myself in a position to get there every day. What do you really want? Do you really want to just watch Netflix, mess around on the internet, watch Hulu? There's a lot of people I run into that could tell me about all these different shows, all these different things that they're watching, and be detailed in the show. And that's fine if you have time for that. But most of you want to be successful and don't have time for it. But you complain about how you don't have time and you're not successful, but you know the latest show forward and backwards. You are not going to get successful knowing the most newest episodes and newest shows coming out all the time, forward and backwards. You're not going to get there. What do you really want in life? What do you really, really, truly want? And you get out of life what you want out of life. You want success out of life. Before you know it, you're going to be in successful places, and you're just going to wake up and be like, how did I get here? You're just going to wake up one day and be like, how did I get here? You're just gonna wake up one day and you're gonna be at an event and Rihanna is gonna be sitting at the table across from you. That and you're not even gonna know what happened. You'll be like, wow, my boy, huh, my life has changed. And then you're looking at your watch and you can't even tell what time it is because you don't even know how to adjust the watch because it's some Italian Swiss. Excuse me, it's some Swiss. You don't even know how to set the watch, right? Some people are not understanding what I'm saying. When you have nice, expensive watches, they don't use batteries. They're Swiss. There is no batteries unless you get a quartz. It's a quartz version. But when it's straight Swiss movement, there's no batteries. So sometimes you have to have particular clicks in order to set it properly. And there's a mythology around. What do you really want in life? Do you really want success or not? I'm not sure that you do. How often do you go somewhere and people are just they're just looking through their phone? And that's fine. I go places, I'm sitting down, I'm waiting, I'm going through my phone too. I'm going through emails, I'm going through contacts, I'm on the phone making sure everything's straight. When you look at the person next to you and they're on their phone, where are they at? Facebook, Instagram. Oh, here we go, here we go. There's a popular one right now, nowadays. TikTok. If you see somebody sitting down, going through their phone, and every few minutes you hear, they're TikToking. Ain't nothing funny. The only thing that's funny is the fact that you say that you want to be successful and you watching other people be successful on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook. That's funny. You don't really want it. What do you truly, truly want in life? Seriously. You have to make a decision. You have to be honest with yourself. You have to look in the mirror. You have to make a decision. What do you really, truly want out of life? Seriously. 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 You know, there's a psychologist who talks about this where he says that, you know, you have to make up your mind. You have to look at yourself as you are another person, right? You have to step outside of yourself and judge yourself as if you are another person, right? The same way you sit here and you look at another person and you're able to easily make obvious judgments about this particular individual. Oh, they're lazy, they're not hardworking, they're this or that. It's easy to look at them and make judgments about this person because it's not you. If you really want to be successful, you have to sit back and step outside of yourself and look at yourself and judge yourself harshly and look at yourself and say, man, I'm really not working as hard as I could be. I'm really not educating myself as hard as I could be. My attitude even though I don't like my job, my attitude towards my job isn't good. And let me tell you something. If your attitude towards your work isn't good, your attitude towards being successful isn't good anyway. Doesn't matter if you like your job or not. The point of the matter is, if you want to be successful, you have to take every part of your life serious and want to be good and better all the time about every aspect of your life. It's not like, well, I want to be successful, so I'm going to be serious at that. But when it comes to being a father, I'm going to slack off on that, and I'll start being a good father somewhere down the line. But I'm focused on being successful, so I'm going to be good at that. So being a good father, I'll just slack off at that. And being good at my actual 9-to-5 job, I'll just slack off at that because I don't really like that. No, you have to be good at every aspect of your life so you're used to being good at all aspects of your life. So when you're pursuing success, you are being good at it. And then the next thing you know, you got rollies on your wrists. You got all-wheel drive, crazy exotic cars parked in your driveway. You don't even know how you got them. Just, well, damn, whose car is? Oh, it's my car. right? You got a nice, attractive spouse who's smart and attractive and who's of high stature, that's equal or better than you are. What do you truly, truly, truly want out of life? Honestly, what do you truly want out of life? Honestly, you have to look at yourself in the mirror and ask yourself, what do you truly, truly, truly want out of life? Don't play yourself, or you will never get there. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. See you in the next video.